Saga, quando as grandes estrelas, todas as और तार में ला रही है पैंच और मैं तीसरा ना रहा है बाकी बात है बाकी ने देखो है और फॉर्मल बाकी भी आ उधर आ गए पक्के पे एक तो क्या काम में लोगों का लगना है हां मैं आएगा यार क्या ये क्या यार बाहर का अरे जोर बंद हो रहा है भाई ना बाहर ही यार नो यार अंदर आ
would not possibly believe. But you know what? That's it for Rondo. That's it for Airgale. It's time to get into the desert of Miramar. We heard it there on the desk earlier. We could possibly actually see some hot drop action here. That is going to make things mighty interesting. As we look at the leaderboards, Vitality on top, 59 points. 6th place cutoff right now. Yanam Galacticos with 22. That is a 37 difference. 37 points from first and 6th. That's almost as many points as Nanja Red Horse have.
I think I would definitely say that would be a big difference.
That's a big one.
I would classify that according to like calculation. Apparently, I like to say.
In fact, I always say back home, a bigot.
We say that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a real bigot.
You know what? It's international.
Yes, it's pan-Atlantic. That's what we're doing.
It's tough measure. Yes, it is. Well, you know what else is large in the charge? This plane path. It's all the way down on the south side. That's not going to be too comfortable for a lot of these squads here. We'll see where the zone decides to go. Then this circle's been chaotic all day long today. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it go all the way over to the water.
Partona, let's go.
Partona?
Prison Circle. That's what we're going to see. 3, 2, 1. That's, you know what? I might just leave now. I don't want to stick around. It's not a crazy circle.
El Pozo, the tried and true. You know what, though? I think it's about time we get a little bit of a break here. I'm looking at the drops. Actually, we're going to see over there in Valle del Mar. A little action there on the south side. Looks like ETSH might have a little bit of a hot drop situation. All the players going up north, hunting down some vehicles. We could see some shots out of some cars.
Yeah, Chiniaco Galacticos going to be going toe-to-toe a little bit on a hot drop there, but they have taken either end of the settlement, not really committing for the vehicle drops either. They do have, I believe, one vehicle on the backline, so you could just grab a vehicle and send it away, but looks like they want to stick around and maybe try and vie for the spot instead. Goes like alone in Los Leones, and we are going to be seeing that western side start to pack in. I'm sure as teams make their way out that way, try and make themselves look as good as possible. If you want to look as good as possible, you need to be heading over to those Maki Naruto event, grabbing those fresh-looking skins. Look at the firepower on that skin.
Oh, that Ninetales Fury right there. It is insane. The other guys that have played the event, man, let us know in the chat if you're able to take down the Ninetales, because that man does not mess around. I mean, one of the most difficult bosses I have fought in the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, you need to be hitting those weak points, making sure you're breaking through that armor resistance, throwing that edge, making the most of the time when it's down to the ground. Either way, that sort of scale of monster isn't only
channel for Shadowbro, that's for sure, in the first match. But, you know, just like in Naruto, it fades away. You know what I'm saying? So,
Does it feel?
I think it lingered a little bit because they still have a whole points here. But Vitality somehow were able to pass them up, which is just crazy to me. But the one difference that we have from Group A versus Group B is there are some serious point splits here, right? It was pretty close for the most part when it came to Group A, where we felt like any team could make it in the top 5. The thing is, though, with these next 2 matches to go, if we can continue to see, you know, Nongshim, Aura, EA, Vitality, you know, even if Alpha 7 get a win here, it's going to be pretty difficult for these teams to try to make it straight to the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, to be fair, 5th place being 25 points, like that's one kind of good game, right? From a team all the way down towards the, well, I say kind of very good game. 15 Elim chicken dinner. That's doable, right? That is a very reasonable thing for a team to be able to achieve. So literally anyone at this point could just jump straight into the top 5 if they've got that firepower behind them, if they can get in position.
And by top 5, you mean just 5th place?
Oh, like, yeah, 5th place is top 5. I checked.
That is true. I mean, that's what's so crazy, though, considering that, I mean, 38 to 25 for 4th and 5th is wild. So, yeah, I mean, we still have that 5th place spot that's looking good. But, you know, if you continue to give breathing room to those top 4, then that only leaves 1 slot available tomorrow, and you do not want that. And there's some serious names below that top 5. We got our previous champs, Count Galacticos, right there at 6th. Our PMGC 10 champs are barely holding on right now at 5th. And Tianba, a monster squad right below them. So, man, it's going to be pretty wild to see how things bring out here. You can see the coach corner. As we take a look at these, every single time we see the coaches, I want to see them smiling. You know what I'm saying? It's just serious business for these coaches.
They got to be digesting all of that information as fast as possible because you don't have a long time to convey it to the team, right? So you need to be looking at those early stages. I think they'll be focused in now much more than maybe in about 5 minutes. Then they'll come back into it a little bit later in the game. But these early game negotiations with the lobby are going to be pretty important. So I think, you know, fair enough that they're locked in. It's almost like they're trying to take this seriously. You know,
Now that I think about it,
great rematch.
kind of wild. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, like in pretty much in every sport, anytime you look at a coach, you don't look too happy, right? No matter what's going on.
If you're pleased with your team, you're not thinking about it right.
Yeah, that's right. Whoa, good one by more points. And look at this. Yeah, QCC, he's on a horse. Idiot. And he's out of it.
Real high jumps on that guy, you know?
Yeah.
That's powerful, that butt back legs there. Well, you can consult them turrets to see if that's a reasonable amount of height for a horse to jump, you know?
She is our equestrian expert on the panel.
Very much so.
Take a look at Alpha 7, though. Alpha 7 love Elko, so this is their drop spot. They know this whole city like the back of their hand, so for them to be able to make it up here nice and safe and sound is going to be a great sign for our PMGC champions here. As far as teams that are not in this zone just yet, we got Nongshim Red Force, who have just won 2 chicken dinners. They're all the way down south. In Minas, you have Vitality in Los Leones, S2G, and Hustler Crew still trying to get in the circle.
Yeah, on the north side, Hustler Crew and S2G going to have to try and negotiate around water treatment and accommodate as well, potentially. Going through the Crater Fields area is going to be very, very difficult with where Aura sits, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see Hustler Crew try and swing wide out over the north, past La Cobraria, past the west side of Crater Fields and try and find a way in that way. Either that or get much closer to San Martin, but I just don't think that you can move freely on the north side of this circle by going straight past Crater Fields. I just don't think it's going to work out well, and I think that they may have read that.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to find themselves their best spot possible. But listen, we do have a fight. And it's going to be Slownik battling it out with TT Project. Going to go for a little 1v2 action here. Pulls a pin, fakes it, jump shots. Oh, he's going to watch out for that Soul Kick. Yeah, backing on up. Now getting hit by that. He's going to have to find some cheeky angles here. Jump shot. Ends up catching it. But here come the rest of the Wolves. Are they going to be able to save their teammate? It looks like they might have just done so just in time.
And now in comes back to hold the angle, get the flush as well. Sonic is very, very low though, Jukes. They do need to get it pick back up right now if they want to try try and make this one work. Neos is still on the top floor, slowly. He's bleeding out, and down he goes. And down goes Neos. He's dropping down for the fight, but it's not going to go well. Necessary does what is needed. But FTS steps forward to try challenging yet again, but he's the laughing stand for TT Project. This is going to be the Wolves all day. TT Project take a tumble.
Oh man, and what a play for the Wolves here. Our NA representatives getting that fight done, and they are in elimination range. They are all the way at the bottom 3 here, so with that fight, it does push them up a little bit. Hopefully to try to at least make the survival stage and extend their tournament life just a little bit longer. But it looks like we may just have a true El Pozo circle here. As now we're going to look at Vitality getting some shots down range as well.
Get it stuck in as and needed. Two of them are down though, and it's up to Federalis and Axel to try and hold off against ETSH. ETSH, that's a good start, leveling the playing field now on the numbers. Fajita, being as isolated from the rest of the players as he is going to make it a little bit easier to get these reses, but Razak may just be a bit of a goner here. Jukes, he is very far afield. Axel launching the laser volley, sent from the backlines as well as Federalis has one open over the top. Razy likely going to get picked back up. Yeah, that's that flush down, that's that nade. As it comes on in, Fajita actually not stop it off to go for the flush. Instead, wants to bolster the position for Edge.
Oh, Fajita is sizzling right now. He's going to have to make a play all by himself because these nades are really starting to hurt. Federalis is just on point with them. There's another air burst, and that picked him off a little bit. He does get the heal off, but that nade's going to hurt a whole lot, and that is ETSH out of there. Vitality. Man, these guys are just getting eliminations like crazy in the early game.
Hitting those nades like 5 big booms for Vitality. They are doing bits over on the south side, but they do need to get a move on. No one really too close enough to cause any worry for them in terms of third parties, because they are outside the circle. They're going to have to push up north, past Montenuevo, and try and find where they can slot on in. In the meantime, I'll take a look at the rest of this lobby, and Hustler Crew did in fact go for that wide north rotate. S2G didn't. They sent in and then out south of Crater Fields, and have kept all 4 of their players alive, so I didn't expect them to be able to do something like that with Horror taking up that high ground, but seems like they made it work. E-Arena going to follow on that north side behind Hustler Crew.
Yes.
Go past the Comunidad. So potential for the northwest side of El Pozo to get pretty crammed in.
Yeah, you can see Arena just creeping into that top of that circle here. Alpha 7 dead center of the zone. You got Tiamba there down south, and we're going to see some crates start to fly in this Miramar match. So not because of the play path, we didn't see any crazy hot drops. The zone does center on up, so that early rotation from Alpha 7 really paying off here. So take a look at the top players so far. Axel on top, and then no surprise, 2 players from Arena following him.
I mean, yeah, it's still just going to be these 2 teams on these top player cards. It was kind of nutty with the amount that Arena were able to do in their first game and the amount that since then Vitality have been able to rack on up. It's been pretty beautiful stuff. Unlike on the east side, losing a player there as we hop back over to the map. Vitality still making their way in from that south side. Those fields that are overlooked by Eda's position now can make it pretty tricky. Okay. Oh, I kind of like this approach. Chops out with the parachute. Jumps on top of the mesa. Okay. Looking pretty stylish with the stunts there.
That's how you get it done. The question is how is he going to get down? That's the problem. As we got STG, they said, you know what, we don't have to worry about getting down. We're getting into this building here. And now they're looking for some angles onto Alpha 7. So this fight starting to ring out, which is a little bit wild. I mean, they are in center of zone. It would pay off for these teams to kind of just hold their position. And then with the end, with Zhao kind of out of position here, and it's going to make things a little bit spicy.
Yeah, with Douglas sort of cutting through the middle of that position, it's going to make things hard. S2G are going to start to get angles on it too once they figure out how to park the car in the garage there. And there's that nade. That's what we worried about. Too many noisy movers. They didn't really place early enough, and now they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do anything about it, like you mentioned. Yeah, Rev
side anymore, which means that they can, well, almost certainly not under threat from the east side, not technically guaranteed, but certainly a little bit assuaged. But moving Arita out, I really like that. Gives them a foothold to move down because they're very likely going to have to leave this high ground.
Yeah.
So they can start to scout at the angles that they can crash towards in those fields out on the east side. So hopefully we're going to see a Turkish team have a good game here.
Yeah, the zone definitely goes to them. Oh, and it kind of does. I mean, it still has some of that play. Opportunities. Circle catches. There it is. Has that open field. You just try to take those. You're committing to there. Vitality. Team Vitality getting to it with Tianba. This is a huge fight.
I mean, Tianba not really getting into it at all, actually, sending straight across the open field. Okay, Vitality and Ida both actually vying for the warehouses off the south side of the field. Ida committing there, Tianba trying to get across out in the open, losing another player, and now, I mean, Ida crunching in Vitality. It might just be working out beautifully for them. It's going to send Vitality away, deny them access to the eastern portions of this circle.
See on the west side, we're looking at E-Arena and Ocean Red Force. Web sketching. XCY. Gonna be looking for some more players here. Hyunbin mighty close. He heard that pin get pulled and he said, let me time to back it on up. This is a very difficult area to nade. You have to throw it literally in the perfect position if you want to get it home. Now Tizzy across the way, putting a little bit of pressure. Gonna go ahead and get his teammate back up. And it definitely looks like this fight's going to ring out all the way to its bitter end here. Because this zone is not kind to either of these teams. And yeah, E-Arena's just trying to find some room to work with.
Try rolling up to the back lines, take that 2 versus 2 fight. And it's going 1 for 1, but they're hitting the drop shots. It is brutal. The Noxian Red Force serve a lesson straight on up to half of E-Arena. And the other half is nowhere to be seen. Big nade in as well across the way. That flush comes through. We're on stage 4 here, which means the zone is survivable, but you don't want to be staying in there too long. Another nade goes a little bit longer. Hyunbin wants to load one more into the old arm cannon.
Dirty K trying to make a play here. Putting some shots on the Tizzy while he's in the blue zone. And you are right, man. We saw E-Arena go crazy in Rondo. And
Well, that would have been so good.
yeah, since then things have been a little bit difficult for the Thai squad. Tourniquet's got that nade though. This could be dangerous if he hits it. Doesn't quite get the mark. And now Nongshan Red Force are getting their whole squad together. This is not good on the side of E-Arena.
Yeah, they did manage to win that fight out the east side. I mean, it was a little bit of a gamble, but probably a necessary one. Unfortunately, this time around, it did not go that way. And Noxian Red Force are looking pretty stall in their hold. So easy. Moving across through those smokes, waits for the nade, darts past it, and they are just moving across. Vitality in the meantime, though, have moved up. And this is going to make things tricky. Crazy wants to unleash, but it's Tizzy who goes down to Alex, and the Arena are going to strike immediately. Snap
The points where they can, but no, not going to happen. All of them go to Vitality.
It's crazy somehow. Wasn't able to steal that elimination. Just looks like he may have just got shot him down to half an HP and then kicked him on down. Unfortunate. Sweats getting that knock though. He's looking to get that confirmation. Oh, he's marched around the open. He's got no coverage. He's streaming. He's moving back and forth. Jumping down. And Hyunbin is right there to catch him. But Yangon Galacticos were ready for both these teams.
3 points out for Nongship. He's going to put them up in 4th, keep them nice and happy, to be fair. They're still quite far ahead of Alpha 7 in that 5th place position. But it's not quite another chicken dinner, which they're probably hoping for. Not going to happen this time around. All of that fight was exacerbated by the earlier engagement. I feel like Nongship had a fair crack at that.
Yeah, you're right. And it's so crazy how just the tiniest little movement in the lobby can just destroy your squad. And honestly, destroy this whole lobby because it is Team Vitality that gets 8 more points. 67 total. And we are not done with match number 5.
There's still more to go. If you can
There's another game.
There's a whole extra game.
67.
This is... whoa. Careful with that. that sort of number. But we are going to be heading into match number 6 after this as well. And yeah, it's pretty nasty to have a team like Vitality putting on this sort of a show. With the 8 eliminations they've got so far this match, Ida potentially vulnerable to losing Rita as they chase on in. Meanwhile, over in El Solo, there is a charge through the high street. They say the high street is dead, but it might just be dead to rights to 721. GS, but maybe not. In the meantime, Tiamba, they were too earlier on. There's already a lot of damage done, and Moscow once more will not be able to chew though. Minus 721, I believe, just run straight through as they try and make a mad dash out to the open.
QZZ putting up a little bit of a car wall here, and this is where they're going to stay for the rest of the match. It is a great spot. This little dip is dangerous considering that it's kind of hard to get even near there, and it's super weak from the hill right above it, but no team can really take that spot because there's vision in every single direction. And for the other side of that weakness, when it comes to the side of Aura, Tiamba did set up that vehicle wall. So we could definitely see those two players be very dangerous here towards the end.
I'm worried about Axel's position right now, because they're right. Iron still. Axel should be broadside to him.
Oh my.
He's not taking the shots. Maybe he doesn't quite have the angle.
I know, Emre. Didn't want to take the shot, certainly. But yeah, it's... He spotted a helmet there. He spotted a helmet there. What are we going to replay of? Crazy. Oh, the legs. And... Boom! Talking about... Sniper action. And when it comes to Miramar, we see the big guns getting whipped out here.